Hey everybody, welcome to a new UCPN special celebrating all things Geekfest with the at-home Comic Con Film Fest starting this Thursday. Today we have a fantastic director, Bryan Burton, from the movie Push the Point, which is going to be available this weekend on Geekfest Film Fest. Before we even get talking to Bryan, I would like to show you the amazing trailer to the film Push the Point. All right, enjoy, guys. Wow. Doesn't that look cool, guys? Bryan Burton, thank you for joining us today. Man,
Absolutely.
that Push
Thank
the
you for having
Point,
me,
that
man.
short on Geekfest is really cool, very different, funny, and it does hit home, especially when you're a gamer. You know, I definitely connected with one of the actors there, very much so. After a long day, you want to sit on the sofa, have some fun, and unfortunately, he runs into a situation, you know, amongst his fellow brethren of gamers, if you will.
That's
So,
right.
Bryan, a little bit about yourself, man. You know, this is funny. I love the opening of the film. Right? Come on, Cheetos. I mean, I try not to mess up my controllers because they're white, so you know I don't do that. But that definitely is a stereotype. Are you one of those Cheetos fans, bro?
I mean, I definitely love myself a good handful of Cheetos occasionally. I prefer usually the traditional Cheetos versus the Puffs. Not to offend
Gotcha.
any Cheeto Puff fans out there. I like them as well. Let's get that straight.
I like the puffs. I like the puffs.
But I also enjoy the little crunchy ones. But yeah, I mean, that was like we have these 4 gamers in this film, which you can kind of tell from the trailer. And these 4 friends, some of them know each other in person, and some of them have known each other just because they played together on this online multiplayer game in the movie that could be any multiplayer online squad-based co-op game. And we tried to cover within these 4 gamers kind of 4 types of gamers that, you know, we all know. Of course, the cool thing about gaming is it attracts all types of people. You know, it's people
yes,
that
it
are,
does.
you know, all they do is straight up game all day. And
yeah, those are the ones when I was playing Call of Duty. Damn it, no matter what we spawned, they were there. Right. It's like, you know what? I give up.
Right. I guess we should have had like a 5th person in the film. Now that I think about it, it was just like a 12-year-old. But we didn't know he was a 12-year-old. But we missed opportunity. What did we messed up. But we have these 4 gamers that have kind of 4 different aesthetics in a way. Because we really wanted to try to cover the gamer community in the way that we see it, in the way that it is very diverse, which is really cool. But then, yeah, the guy on the couch, the character I played, was really the one of the 4 that kind of is like we said was the most adulting. Definitely, you know, we try to represent. We try to represent their personalities also in their rooms really well. Myself and my production designer, Brittany Ray, who also plays my character's girlfriend, which pops up in the middle of the film.
Really? That was her?
Yeah. The 2 of us, we worked together for a long time.
There's something in the hallway, man.
Right, exactly.
I started cracking. The poor guy in the middle of this deep, crazy conversation going on. And
right. Just something to kind of break up the musical for a little bit before we get back into it. It's a fun moment. People seem to really like that moment.
Yeah, I started dying. I experienced that. I have a cat, damn it, so I get it.
Yeah. That's also my cat at my apartment. But we tried to design each of the rooms to also, of course, reflect that kind of character's personality in the sense that to really give these four separate kind of pictures that are distinct in a way, but also work together. And of course, in my character's one, in that space felt we wanted to feel the most put together and like Pier 1, although I guess Pier 1 RIP. In its place. And with he was kind of the most put together because he also has a job, works as a teacher. But I don't know where I was going with this. But yeah, each character has their own kind of type, and we wanted to kind of be able to reflect that in the story and also in the design. Well. Cool, good.
It really well, because again, like you said, there's the adult. You have just the troll, the guy that just seems to be a total jerk as soon as somebody comes on. I mean, he's really loud and obnoxious.
Right, the one, the Cheeto, right? We kind of tried to make exactly. He was kind of fit the bill for the kind of instigator and the troll in a way that he had his own opinion.
His use of verbiage or anything. How dare he?
Right.
But he wouldn't do that in the real world, I bet.
No, I bet not. Totally not. If he did, he would totally back off in an instant if he was challenged on it.
And the interaction between the girl and the other gentleman, when he had to use a certain word and the guy spoke up and she's like, wait a minute, don't talk for me, But here she is, she's smoking out of a bong, It's like she doesn't even give a crap right now. She's taking a hit.
Right. We like I said, we tried to cover all elements of the gaming community. So,
hey man, the stoner element I think is probably 89%, maybe. Let's say, I want to give room to the clean kids.
That's right. We had to, if we were going to be super diverse in our coverage of it, we got to cover it all. So, mine is that 12-year-old boy we didn't do. So I guess we almost
time part 2. Push the point, part 2, and they get a new team player, and he comes in. This kid joins the squad. They think he's like a 20-year-old because he's a 12-year-old with a deep voice.
Yeah, that's right. We don't know it, but the audience can see it.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
So you have to see the interaction. Like, why are they talking to this kid like this? But yet it's because they don't know. Because he has such a deep voice. And he's
definitely like the best player on the whole team.
I would love him that one Optimus Prime voice.
That would be the case where he.
I want to see a kid with an Optimus Prime voice. Everybody, wow, I respect this kid, and they don't even know he's 12. He's the leader of the squad, bro. He's the greatest player of all time. Right. Actually, should make him 8. Embarrass everybody. Make him even younger. Or her. Him or her.
That's true.
Yeah, my daughter kicks my ass. And in these Mario Kart games, I used to be the boss, but she has taken my title.
Yeah, I used to. That's kind of interesting. On like a slightly separate topic, but similar to that, like the old game stuff like that with this film covers online multiplayer and everything, but what I miss is also like couch mode co-op, like where you have your friend right there next to you, like none of the games really have that anymore. We actually the
Double Dragon,
those of us that wrote the short, we actually, one of the games that influenced this film, our multiplayer game, is Overwatch. We play a lot of Overwatch. Okay. We primarily play on PS4, which is why PS4 is the console we're clearly playing in the film with the controllers. Although we never show you a game because we didn't. That's not the point of the film. We never wanted to like show, so the audience can imagine.
Plus,
whatever.
Then the game will owe you some money if you advertise like that. Absolutely.
Well, also that too. We didn't want to deal with anything. But this way, they can imagine whatever game it is, because the actual game is not the point of the story. The video gaming is kind of just the vehicle through which we explore these issues of like super fandom and toxicity and the futility of trying to have an argument on the internet at all.
The absolute futility of it. Again, the one guy that's serious, the adulting guy that just wants to get through a game and have fun.
Just wants to have a moment.
A moment. And he's like, oh my God, I'm surrounded again. It's like, guys, you're like, shut up. Where's my squad? And these guys are just conversing about all these random things. And as we were even talking about prior to coming on, where, so-and-so acted, oh my God, that type of attitude amongst them was like, oh my God, just shut up.
Right. It's kind of like how unfortunately toxicity and all that kind of all this stuff and often not intentionally by those who are kind of feeding the dragon. It kind of can seep into the gaming experience, you know, in this, when we're all trying to work together on this team-based game, just have a little fun working together, accomplishing this common goal together, you know. We're the blue team, beat the red team, you know, and like have some fun. And for this guy, it's a bit of a release, you know, from a full day of work and teaching these kids to school and yada yada, and just wants a moment of, you know, of fun and release, and how this element of the community that's kind of growing over the years, in his case, just totally just ruined the fun. You know,
and great skills, by the way. When they started spitting, I was like, oh man, oh cool,
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
You know, that hip hop aspect, you're killing it, bro. I was like, oh shit, yeah, man. You came out with that almost like that type of Eminem angle you started talking about.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Love it.
Yeah, it's like a thank you. It's like a mix of like an Eminem versus a Lin-Manuel Miranda rap.
Yeah, man. Really, what? You know, talking about the heights, right? You know what I mean? So, you know, you got that influence there.
Yeah, like this, that interlude is kind of it's, if anything, thematically, it's also like kind of like the thesis statement of the whole thing. You know, kind of laying it out with the message, but in a way that's hopefully more fun and not too
no. See,
too beating over with a stick.
It's not. That's what's great about, you know, all of the things I'm seeing throughout Geekfest, not just your film. It's that, you know, great messages, but no beating over the head. It's a great film. It's fun to watch. You're gonna be bopping your head, especially my man come out with, you know, all hard right there. The angry adult talking some business. I love it. And you know, you're gonna have fun, and it has a great message without beating over the head at all. You're definitely gonna laugh. I mean, I laughed in the middle. I was laughing towards the end too. You know what I mean? And it's the message: be nice. You know, be unified. Come on. You know, it's a great message just about that. Bottom line, it's true. You know, we could love what we love, and you know, if you don't like it, it's fine. You know,
absolutely,
you don't have to watch it. You know?
Yeah, there's. I agree. I've seen at least one other of the films in Geekfest, because we were both at San Diego Comic-Con last year together. That's where we were premiered at San Diego.
Man, I wish I was there. I was running around. That was my first San Diego ever last year.
Yeah, dude, it was so good. The 50th annual, man. It was it was so cool. I'd been the year before. In 2018 was my first year ever. I was there for another film that I was just an actor in. Because I'm primarily an actor, and I've done directing in the past, but mostly like sketch video or theater things.
Cool. Talk about sketch video. SNL needs to hire your ass right now.
Well, thank you, dude. I would.
They should
do that in a heartbeat. That would be amazing. I love that kind of stuff. I mean, I've done improv and sketch stuff for a while.
But
so
again,
it
shows within the short, you know, that SNL type thing. You know, this is something that, you know, it's fun. And listen, they hurt and they need stuff like this now.
I mean, with the type of, type of short form digital short, they really push the boundary on, starting with like Lazy Sunday, you know, all the way back with Chris Parnell. Like, I mean, and going through, you know, what they've done today, it's created a really nice, I don't know, just the digital sketch has gotten really good. And we really took from that aesthetic and put it into this. And I'm, as a fan, you know, it's something we wanted to emulate. I don't know. I'm rambling now, but
no, you got it. I mean, you're passionate. You want this project to kick off and kick ass. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
Yeah. It was also something we felt really compelled to do because of us as gamers, and also just all of us that created it are in the industry in some way. Myself being before this primarily an actor. And the other writer is a writer and a sound engineer, and one of the other writers is the other two writers are a musical theater lyricist and a musical theater composer who met at NYU's Tisch graduate program for music theater writing. So we each had our own skill sets in our own way, but we also all game together. So, and we also all live together. actually in the
Oh,
apartment.
really?
Wow. We actually, the film, it was filmed entirely in our Washington Heights apartment.
Say a word. Really, it wasn't no different places now. Oh wow, man! That usage of lighting and everything, you really changed the ambiance of the room. It didn't look like it was in the same spot. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, it was some production design magic.
Good job.
Yeah, but we kind of felt compelled to make this because we thought it was like, yeah, we know this world, and also it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So
yeah, man.
We definitely enjoyed doing that.
So are we going to get more Push the Point? Is there more in plan since you guys are locked in together during COVID? I mean, I would expect to see Push the Point hit about part 10. You have 9 sequels for us. Let's go.
Well, actually, I mean, during COVID, I've actually been here in North Carolina. I know I miss back home, and I kind of want to get back there to
enjoy the desert that is New York City too. Imagine the filming opportunity there is now. It looks so empty.
It's true. Yeah. I mean, like the ironic thing is that New York has done such a good job of curbing it that actually now film permits are starting this month. Permitting has started to go up a lot more, and the ability to do so with larger numbers of people, crew members. Of course, you're still responsible for like doing your, making sure you abide by all the different kind of COVID safety guidelines and everything. But the amount of crew members that can kind of be on a set together has been getting larger. It's kind of in its own phase set up. So, hopefully, knock on wood, that continues to
open up, so that way you have those opportunities to get that Push the Point going, man. Come on, this is what I want to see. Push the Point too.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Now, I'm intrigued about the 12-year-old, Optimus Prime sounding adultish kid. That's gonna, be the leader of the squad that nobody's aware he's only a child.
That's right.
And then they talk so coarsely. I love it.
Absolutely. Like they will. The 12-year-old will definitely have like the dirtiest mouth of all of us for sure. Yeah, it's oh shoot, what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. I had a fun point to make.
You missed the subway, man. That's what it is.
That's it.
And you missed the New York air. This North Carolina fresh air is messing with you. You need that New York pollution.
That's right. Yeah, and I gotten used to the slightly polluted part of it, and now I'm like, I don't know what to do with all this extra pure oxygen.
Extra oxygen, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's messing with the brain, bro. For real, I get it. When I came down to Florida, I was like, oh my god, I could breathe.
Yeah.
What is this?
I will say though, after living in New York for like 8 years, I totally understand why so many people from the Northeast retire to Florida. Like I grew up growing up in North Carolina. Like, your winters they're fine. You get some snow and it's amazing, and it's like snow day, and you're loving it, and it's cool, but they're still pretty mild. And then, but after like eight winters in New York, you're kind of like, yeah, I get it.
Imagine 5 winters in Massachusetts. I mean, when we had the bombs that they don't, at least New York cares to clean sidewalks. Over there, it's like you're walking on the street and if a truck's coming, well, I hope you gotta jump. What I mean?
You better be ready to swim.
Bro. Be that day, bro. Other than that, or jump on the truck.
Yeah, for real.
Exactly, a real life Frogger. You know what I mean? Oh man. So all right. So I want everybody to know, just to clarify, right? They could follow everything Push the Point at pushthepoint.com, correct?
Right. Then, we definitely update everything there.
And then where else could they follow you on social? They could keep up with you and any future projects.
Yeah, they can follow me. I'm probably the most active on Instagram. My Instagram handle, because I got in really early, like a nerd, is just my name, just Bryan Burton, Bryan with a Y.
Really?
No
look at you.
Numbers or asterisks or anything.
The early adopter. He has to say, the early adopter, bro.
That's right, man. I would have been an even earlier adopter if originally Instagram was only available on the iPhone. At the time, I had a Droid 2 with like the flip
wow.
and like they didn't have Instagram for Android market yet. I've had Apple ever since, like after this phone, but at the time I only had a Droid. I was like, man, I really want to put those really cool filters on my thing. You want to make it look real distressed, give it a cool picture frame, you know?
Gosh,
and then
now what a flip.
The back of, and then they added Instagram to the Android market. I like downloaded it that day. So that's why I got that Instagram handle. Got in early.
Nice.
But yeah, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. I have all of those, but definitely I like currently Instagram the most. You know,
so Insta seems to be the boss. Like I'm starting to grow there slowly but surely, but I'm growing.
Yeah.
I'm growing there because I've been on the old man FB and then on Twitter, and on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
well,
I'm expanding.
I definitely I enjoy social media a lot, but I definitely in recent times have kind of taken it back a step and because it can definitely like suck you in really easily, and it can be a lot of fun, and you get to stay in touch with your friends, and that's the good part is we get to stay in touch with your community and interact with your friend group, especially during like COVID times. But also sometimes it's nice to just like check out and just like be present, you know what I mean, in the real moment.
Gotcha.
So there's pros and cons for sure. But when I am active, I'm most active on Instagram.
Gotcha. There you heard it, folks. That's where you got to tune into everything that's going on. And with Bryan, Push the Point, and more. This weekend, don't forget, is the Geekfest at Home Comic Con Film Fest. Push the Point by Bryan Burton will be, on the menu for you to check out. And again, it's only $2.99. Now, Bryan could attest to this. That's better than a slice of pizza in NY. I mean, it's equivalent to a slice of pizza in New York.
Absolutely.
Right now, right?
I mean, the fact that you can for just that amount, you can get to see all the shorts. Like that's incredible.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So eat one. If you're in New York, eat one less slice. And enjoy the show. Come on, $2.99. You get a weekend. You're gonna get 3 awesome panels with a plethora of directors from across the Geekfest, network of films. Again, you're gonna get Bryan's movie. You're gonna get a whole bunch of other fantastic films that you've been watching via our interviews. So yeah, hang out with us. It's gonna be fun. It's powered by itsashort.com. Shout out to Christine and her folks and us over at Comic Crusaders. A big shout out to obviously Bill O for helping to put all this together. With Geekfest and connecting us. So shout out Bill O and the Geekfest Film Fest family. All right. So thanks for tuning in, folks. Again, this weekend, don't miss out. And especially with Bryan, you're gonna dig it. And remember, I said I think I'm gonna see him on SNL soon. Watch. I forecast it. You, man. I'm Alstradamus, and I'm saying Bryan's gonna be there. Right?
I'll take it.
All right,
I'll
man.
do it.
Bless, and thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks for having me, man.